when you look online on social media, there's a lot of, especially when you get into kind of the self-help world, there's a lot of kind of hype, if you will, and a lot of like, you can be amazing, you can be anything you can dream of, you can, greatness is within you, you were designed to be more, you were built for more. And it's interesting to consider, if all of us, you know, are the reach the greatness purported to be available to all of us, wouldn't that just make the average higher and it wouldn't be great anymore? um, and so I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what to do with that. So I do believe like that many times God puts a potential in us that goes unrealized because we're not willing. Either we don't see what He sees, in us. We don't believe that. We don't believe Him and what He's going to do. So I do think limiting beliefs are a real thing, and if you don't have them, that it can be amazing. Where things can take you and where you can go, where God can take you, really. At the same time, it's also interesting to consider, like, am I okay with like an average sort of normal life? And somewhere along the lines, it seems like I got somewhere along the lines, I got this thought in my head that, I want to do something big. Or, it's a little hard to define exactly even what it is, but it's sort of this idea of like, I want to do something exceptional, or I won't be happy until I achieve something successful or whatever. And, or, what I would consider to be a very, either a high level of success or impact. But we'll just call it, to simplify it, we'll just call it a greatness, okay? And now, of course, the way Jesus defined greatness and the way that society defines greatness are often very different things. But I've considered, am I okay with just, like, what if I just live a very average, normal life, and that's all it kind of ends up being, is like just in that. Now, it's my life. I mean, it means something to me. It means something to the people closest around me, people that I influence and spend time with, my family. But maybe it doesn't have anything that an outsider would look at and say, wow, that's amazing. Like, there was an ordinary guy, he had an ordinary little company, and that was that. And that was, that's it. That was the life of Craig Miller. And I don't know that I'm really okay with that. But it's also, I think, because my thinking has been influenced probably through prophetic words and other things that I've, personally heard from God, that have given me the impression that there's something really substantial that I'm going to be a part of. And so I don't know if what percent of the population feels that way. How much of it is like hype from the self-help people saying that you can be an amazing person, live an amazing dream life. How much is, and how many people, never buy into any of that and are just like, oh yeah, no, I have no expectation to do anything special. I'll just do this XYZ kind of regular, normal career. I'll have kids, I'll retire, and I'll die, and it's just going to be kind of a humdy-dum thing. I don't know. I probably need to get a little more clarity around some of that for myself. How about you? Are you destined for greatness? Would you know it if you were? Can you know it if you're destined for greatness? What does greatness really mean?